Hi, I'm Jordan Bradford with the Tranel Financial Group, and I hope you're having a great start to your new year. I wanted to give a quick market update, just recapping what happened at the very end of 2020, and then giving you a summation of what the whole market was really like in the year of 2020 as well. One thing that was great was just we had an outstanding close to the markets at the end of December. It was a relatively quiet week after Christmas. A lot of people have heard of what's called the Santa Claus rally, but this year we didn't really have much of anything like that. It was more of just a steady little bit of growth here in the last week of the year, but it ended up bringing all the major market indexes to great positive notes. Now, there's a big varying degree when it comes from the different indexes and how great they performed for the year. As a great example of that would just be the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq finished the year up about 44%. As a quick kind of comparison for that, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which a lot of people follow, probably the most popular one for people to follow, only finished the year up about 9%. So there's a pretty big difference there between the 44% that the Nasdaq finished the year at and what the Dow Jones finished at. The S&P was at around 18%, and that's all when you factor in all the dividend reinvestment as well within all the different companies that are out there. Speaking of dividend reinvestment, another cool thing about 2020 was that it was the 9th consecutive year that dividends went up across the board on average in the S&P 500. Now, it was a pretty small increase in the year 2020. It was 0.07%. So it was a very small increase, but an increase nonetheless. I think that's something to be excited about, knowing that the companies in the S&P 500 had a lot of confidence about the future. And that's why they continue to raise their dividends on average, or at least keep them the same. And that's why we saw another year of dividend growth in the market. These are all great things, especially for people who are planning and preparing for retirement. Because as we talk to our clients about all the time, dividends are really, really important. Not all dividends, of course, are created equal, but a great dividend-paying company can help build a great portfolio for your retirement income streams. And so 2020 actually yielded a lot of great results from that perspective. So I'm just really excited about how the market finished in 2020 and what's to come in 2021 here. As a quick look ahead, if you will, January is typically a good indicator of where the market's headed for the year. In fact, on average, about 70% of the time, January, the performance in January, I should say, is an indicator of what's going to happen the rest of the year. As an example, if the market is positive in January, oftentimes about 70% of the time, the market ends positive for the year. And the same is true if the market is down in January. About 70% of the time, roughly, the market finishes down for the year. Now, obviously, as we learned in 2020, you can't really, expect that everything is going to work as it always does, of course. But it's just kind of a good little side note, something to look out for, as you're watching the market here over the course of the next month. But I think there's a lot to be optimistic for. And again, a very tumultuous year in the market finished on a pretty high note across the board there. And a lot of that was really driven in the last 2 months of the year. So I'm just very excited. Again, we've got great returns in the year of 2020 and really looking forward to a great 2021. If you have any questions and if you're looking for something a little different or a new strategy to deploy in this coming year, please feel free to give us a call. You can reach us at 847-680-9050. Thanks and have a great day.